In this quick video, I'm going to show you how to quickly set up the OSMF Spark Player and the OSMF playlist components so that you can start developing an OSMF-based media player. So first, I'm going to start with these two lines at the beginning of the creation complete handler for the application. These two lines set up a custom YouTube element that I've created that's in the library, which allows you to load YouTube URLs to YouTube pages as part of your media player. The next lines that follow, which is this block, is simply constructing a set of objects to use as a data provider for the playlist. In this example, I am showing just two plain dynamic objects that I'm creating some properties on that are the information that the default playlist renderer in the OSMF playlist expects. So in the first video, I have a YouTube URL which is pointing to a video of the band Veruca Salt playing their song Cedar. It's got some metadata information about the band and a thumbnail to display in the renderer. In the next object, it's a Tron 5-second little video that has also a thumbnail. After you have your data prepared, which you could probably load from an RSS feed or an AMF service or XML, you can prepare your objects and in an array which will serve as a data provider to the playlist. The next block is a block of code that configures the playlist so that it can properly read the objects that are in your array. So the playlist by default will search for a title field, a description field, a thumbnail field, and a URL field on your objects that are in your data provider array, which you configure in these strings. Once you have those fields mapped, you set the data provider, and that's all of the action script that you need to write in order to get the playlist going. The actual components are also very simple to use, as the Spark Player simply requires that you give it a screen width and a screen height. In this example, it's 640 by 480. And the playlist component needs to be bound to the player that it's going to control. So this is the way you can either do it here in the MXML file, or you can do it via an action script line. I'm setting the height to the same height as the Spark Player. You can set it without binding. This is just for the example. And then the width of the playlist. So let's compile this. So this is the first video, which was an MP4 playing progressively from one of my servers. And then the next URL is a YouTube video, which is loading directly from YouTube and is simply playing through the setup of that data object. You can click through the playlist, and you can skip throughout the playlist, and of course scroll. It's all skinnable via Spark, which I'll show in later videos. This is just a startup. And so that's it. That's getting started with the OSMF Spark components.